Gloucester this weekend, obviously, a big game. The result didn't go as wanted last weekend against Quins. I just wonder, in some ways, is that a help that you know you're beatable, and therefore it's kind of maybe giving you a bit of a kick up the backside to know that you're not going to run into every game and win every game come this weekend?
I don't think we ever go into games thinking we're always going to win. We're confident in the squad that we got and the way we play the game and the work we put in during the week preparing. I think you're always going to game knowing if you do things well and you play to a level that we're capable of, we're a good chance of winning it. But I don't think you ever go into a game thinking you should win every game. So not so much a reality check, it was probably just a lesson in that, particularly in the Premiership, and it'll be more so in Europe this weekend, if you're not firing on all cylinders, any team can beat you. So I think the challenge for us is probably not so much the Harlequin games, the week before where Gloucester played down here in the Premiership. In the end, it looked like a comfortable result, but it was a tough game. The challenge is getting past that, and same club, but it's going to be a whole new test for us. And to be able to lift that intensity is going to be really important.
Indeed. What did you learn from that game against Gloucester, and how do you feel their pack play?
Oh, look, it was a tough game, physical. They've got a lot of big guys in the pack. I think Slater's been leading their pack quite well in the second row there, and we knew the guys like Cipriani was a threat. It was a wet day, which probably didn't help the way they play. You've seen them score some great tries this year and managed to score points quite easily. That day probably didn't allow for that in terms of them to all fire on all cylinders attack-wise. But in saying that, we caused them a few issues defensively, which I think was quite good. And we probably didn't have that sting in our defence against Harlequins last week. So probably going back to a bit more of a defensive focus and really trying to limit their opportunities.
And have you ever had in your career a time where you've played a side so many times in such close proximity? Because you've played them, the weekend before last, you played them this week, and you're playing them again next week. Yeah, no,
you don't get a lot back in Super Rugby. You get in the test arena, obviously with the 3-test series or the All Blacks and that you tend to do, but no, it's not something we're used to. I think we got them in the A-League as well, so it could be. I think it'll be 4 or 5 times within 5 or 6 weeks. So. I think it just highlights that you've still got to put in the preparation during the week. You can't take your foot off and take things for granted. You still got to respect that they're a genuine threat in this competition as well. So we have treated this week like any other in terms of our preparation and focus on what they will be coming down here and throwing at us.
I guess there's a different pressure this week, because if we're being brutally honest, I think if there isn't a victory this week, it's going to be incredibly difficult to progress out of this pool, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we know that. It's almost do or die, and I think we can go either 2 ways. Guys can tighten up and get a bit nervous, or we can actually play to a standard which is reflective of a team that wants to push on and do well in the Heineken Cup. So hopefully it's the latter, and I think that the boys are really excited about the opportunity. I think when you go out in the field knowing you pretty much have to win it to progress, you tend to lift to a higher level. So that's what we're hoping for this weekend.
How do you guard against the former rather than the latter of what you just talked about there? Because I guess for a player like yourself who's played internationally, played at a very high level, you'll have had that experience. But do you perhaps, maybe some of the younger players you might play, do you have to kind of G them along? Do you have to talk to them? Do you feel?
Oh no, I'm not a massive talker on game day, but I think it's just more. Just taking confidence in what we've done during the week, what we've done so far in the season, backing the preparation that the coaches and the leaders have done around how we want to play, where we want to attack, how we want to defend. Just trusting that, having belief within the group, within each other, and you sort of feed off that stuff. Everyone always obviously gets a little bit nervous around games of footy, but it's more so believing that and knowing that if we go out and play to the standard that we're capable of and trust what we believe in, then the results should come our way.